Okay, so yesterday what we were learning about was, what did we learn about yesterday?
The brain.
The brain.
No, after the brain.
The heart.
That's right, we learnt about the heart and something called the circulatory system. Now, can anybody remember what the circulatory system did?
What's the circulatory system?
Well, that's the question. What did it do? What happened when the blood pumped? What happened to it?
The lungs gave the blood oxygen.
That's right, the lungs gave the blood oxygen. So the heart pumped blood to the lungs, and the lungs gave the blood oxygen and nutrients, and it pumped it back to the heart. What happened after it pumped it back to the heart?
The heart spreaded all the blood
over
all
our body.
over our body.
All over our body. And can you remember where some of the veins were that we were able to find?
Here, and here, and here.
Can you see them?
And does anybody remember what they
No.
said? What would happen if we put all the veins end to end? How many times would they go around the earth? Does anyone remember?
20 times?
20,000.
10.
10,000.
Oh, good guesses, but it was 2.5 times around the earth. All right, so today we're actually working on lungs. So we know from yesterday that the blood from the heart goes to the lungs and that the lungs give oxygen and nutrients. So how do the lungs work? What happens when you breathe in? What happens when you breathe in?
The lungs
Inflate.
inflate up.
Inflate, that's right.
And then deflate.
And then they deflate. Now, can anybody remember which one of the lungs was smaller than the other lung? Which lung was smaller? Can anybody remember?
Left.
And why was it smaller?
Because it only had 2 parts.
It did only have 2 parts, but it was smaller. It did have 2 parts, and the right had 3 parts, but it was smaller for a reason. What else was there that had to make room for?
The bagpipe. Cells.
No, we were talking about it before. Your lung was on the left-hand side, and what else was on the left-hand side?
Room for the heart.
Room for the heart. Okay, so would you like to show everybody your lung experiment and what happens when you inflate your lungs, when you breathe in? Go. Wow, and then deflate your lungs.
It looks like butts.
And then deflate, so when you breathe out, your lungs deflate.
Looks like melting butts.
So when you're breathing into your lungs, show everybody at home what happens again. Your lungs inflate.
And deflate.
And then they deflate. Alright, so next up we're going to go outside and do an experiment to show the effect of smoking on the lungs.